So take a left. Oh. Take a left? Take a left. Which way am I gonna go? Oh, okay. I got it. Thanks, girls. Well, this is... already it starts. We've been in the car for 3 minutes.
It's only been 3 minutes.
So we've got a new vehicle, the 250 Ram diesel, to pull our paperweight, basically. And we're giving it a shot. We're heading up to the Grand Canyon again. And there are cars behind me. Just because I have a trailer, I'm going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. They're riding all up on the back of the trailer.
This
in an RV.
isn't the drive faster
I'm in
lane.
a carpool
It's
lane.
HOV.
I'm in an HOV lane.
With
I didn't want
the
to stop.
camper, but
I didn't want to stop. This is where I... dead for Tucson in the middle of summertime. And that guy's speeding, he's going 43. Not me, what am I doing? What am I doing? That's right, I'm yellow.
if you can pass it
If there's
while
like
I'm
water
looking,
for, if there's
it's
water
not
for,
really helping.
If there's water for like a radiator, I
There's
don't
an
want
RV park up here.
go in the village. Let's see, is it free? It better be free.
I don't think it's free now. Stop at the machine.
Good, how are you?
Do you have a pass?
No.
Record information tells you how to pay online, and this is the only exit, okay?
Will do.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Is the water in the dump station open?
So, Rich Fisher, let's talk about what just happened. So my husband is a huge supporter of don't pull your rig with fresh water on the way.
Well, hang on. We learned. We pulled this little Soul Horizon, and I've pulled it full of water all the way up to the Grand Canyon before.
We have.
And wondered why we would hit some bumps, and it would, you just feel the back of the truck start to move around.
Yeah,
and
swayed a lot.
And unfortunately, this has got a pretty minimum weight capacity to it after you get it full of food and everything else. And I filled it up with water before. So I learned last time we went out that I didn't fill up the water, which made towing just a breeze. And that was before we had the diesel. Anyway, I emailed the Grand Canyon Park Service 3 weeks ago to confirm that the dump station and the water station would be functioning. And I got an email back, yes, absolutely, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., no problem.
So what happened
this is why we sputter.
We drive up here dry, we're boondocking, so we need water.
And by the way, the park is actually closed, the campground is closed.
The campground is, well, the campground up here is closed, but you can do whatever you want to on that.
On BLM land, yeah.
Right,
That's what we're doing, we're boondocking on BLM.
So, we drive up 3.5 miles and no water, no anything.
3.5 hours.
I meant 3.5 hours,
Yeah.
my bad. Anyway, we drive up, we go directly to the water station.
To fill up.
To fill the water as soon as we're, close to our destination camp spot. And then we see taped off ropes,
cones,
trucks parked in front, can't get in, closed.
Apparently there was a water line break a few hours ago, and so they had to shut the water off, they had to shut down the dump tank, and this is inside the Grand Canyon National Park, so we would have had to have gone, wait a minute, this is our first view of the canyon, I have to do the Chevy Chase. Oh, I love this place. Look at that. That is awesome.
So we drove down to the camp area, and because we needed to talk to somebody and find out
And a ranger came out.
What are we going to do? Then we met a really nice ranger lady. We didn't. My husband got out as he was sputtering, got out of the truck and met this very nice ranger. I was in
full sputter.
Anyway, so we met this very nice ranger lady who said, that in the campground they have a couple of hookups, and we were able to drive in.
So can I tell this part of the story?
Okay, my God, and the drive-through was awful.
Well, you just told my punchline. I'm serious.
It was so narrow.
Oh, and wait, I'm telling this part. Let me have some fun.
Okay, go.
We're driving on a really tiny path, which is just barely wide enough for this crazy.
If you had
But I'm getting there, and she said, go here to Juniper Road and turn around and then go back to spot number 183. There's a screw-in water tap there. Yay. So I'm turning around, and all of a sudden, there are a bunch of guys in there trimming trees. They had trucks lined up on the road. So I went to go around them. I almost hit a rock. I almost hit a tree. Then I finally get to the pump, and I'm on the wrong side of the RV and the pump, and the hose is too short. I had to get out. I had to back up the truck. My wife tried to put the water hose on, put it on crooked.
It was a fountain.
Spraying everywhere. I saw rainbows and unicorns.
It felt good, didn't it?
It did feel kind of good because it's actually 83 out here, and we're at like 7,400 feet in elevation.
Yeah.
But we did fill up our water tank, and now we're heading to our boondock location. We'll touch base with you.
Thank you.
If you are going to boondock with the Soul Horizon, it's very critical on the really warped and bumpy roads. Just go slow, right?
Yes, go slow.
I mean, yeah, you have axle problems, but I'm tending to assume that most people are just kind of hauling butt thinking these are extreme off-road trailers. They're not really designed, I don't think,
No, they're not.
for the...
But we go really slow.
His rough is down, so that's good.
Nice.
A little girl.
She sounds like a little girl.
She does. I don't know what that is.
Well, she's hurt. She hurt her hip, so.
But she's not doing it as much.
Oh my God.
It's okay. Hi, babies. Hi.
I still love you. Did you say it goes up at 7:43 the sunset?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yep. So we named her Wendy.
So you want to talk about the outside stuff
Yeah.
first?
So
Okay.
let's talk about the outside of the camper. Things we like.
First thing we did that we really do like, and we're glad that we did, was that we got the 3-inch lift, and we had a new axle put on. I understand there's some other issues with the new axles. We're going to get that checked out. But with the lift, we put bigger, instead of 205s, we put 225s on here, so they're a little bit bigger than the 10-ply Goodyear Endurance. We like those a lot. What we didn't like much is a really narrow step right here, and then a little bit further of a drop. So we ended up buying this on Amazon. Because I've fallen, what, 2 or 3 times?
Yeah.
And it wasn't because of beer either. It was just because I fell. And then if you come up here, the window is awesome from the inside always. But pushing these buttons back in, I've already popped out 2 of these things. So one of the things I'm doing now, I'm just not taking it completely off.
And we put these in afterwards.
Yeah. Now the Souls come with these.
Yeah.
When we got it, it did not come with it, so we had to put it on. We did put a sway bar. The other thing that ours did not come with was the Stinky Slinky holder. So I went ahead and mounted my own on the front of the axle here. I think the new ones, again, come with their own holder now, but we didn't get that. The gray-black tank, not a big fan. I'd rather have a gray tank and a black tank. but I understand this is a small unit. It's supposed to be lightweight. It's doing its job. The only other issue I've really got over here is this thing. It always flies up. I'm gonna have to do something to try and get it
And
down.
what is that?
Well, it's just a power cover so water doesn't get in dust and stuff. Doesn't get in it. Storage is fine for what we do. The back of the RV, I did put on a backup camera. I mounted it to the light for the license plate. And so when I turn my running lights on during the day, I can actually see when I'm driving in traffic. My awesome wife, Cheryl, I'm gonna ask her a simple question that might help some of you. What are the 5 favorite things? You're all gonna end up buying a lot of stuff off Amazon. What are your 5 favorite things that you've got for the Soul Horizon?
So for that, we're gonna need to go inside. Number 1, and we just got these, are these shelf holders. I don't know what you call those, but anyway, they work great. So we've used these this trip. We've gone over bumpy roads. We've gone a lot of places with them, and they worked out really well.
What's number 2?
Number 2 is this brand new iPad holder.
Oh,
love this.
I do like that.
So we tend to not use our TV very
We
often.
haven't used it once. You don't get
Because
it.
there's no reception.
Ever.
So anyway, we got that. It works out great. It holds in place. We can watch whatever we want on our iPad. So number 3, we just got off of Amazon as well, and it's these motion sensor lights. The cabinets tend to get really dark, so we put these on so that we can see throughout. It's really nice in the middle of the night too. When somebody's sleeping, you don't have to turn on all the cabinet lights. So
it saves on the precious battery life.
Saves on the precious battery life. Okay, number 4, my bag holder.
Oh, this is cool.
So the bags were always in the drawer. They made a mess. They took up space. We never could find them. So this little handy dandy little bag holder,
Which we use for garbage.
Yeah.
I have a little hook right there.
that is number 5.
5 is the
Is the
hooks.
hooks, and we have them all over the cabin because we have coats and hats and keys. We keep our keys on it.
Pretty much
on
everything.
They're amazing, and I love them. All right, Rich. So I did my top 5. Let's talk about your top 5 things that we've got.
Number 1, and it's just me. It's a personal thing. But the stereo inside the Soul sounds okay, but you can never turn it up loud enough. Just a little itty bitty Bose Bluetooth speaker. I use this, and you can ask my wife this. I use this
Every time.
non-stop.
All day long.
Just non-stop. The next thing I would say would be right up on my list is a set of power tools. I got all one brand with one battery, and I bought an extra battery because this not only operates my drill.
What kind is it?
It doesn't matter.
Rigid.
It's a rigid, but it doesn't matter. But it operates the drill. It operates a portable fan. And it also operates our indoor vacuum cleaner because of those guys.
Yes.
They have so much hair.
They're very hairy.
So that's number 2. Number 3, a couple of separate 5-gallon water jugs. And I'll tell you why. When you're boondocking, the tank is relatively small in this thing. So we can do 90% of our hand washing, dishes, watering the dogs out of these. I'm even tempted to get one more. Number 4 is the Dodge Ram 2500 diesel. It feels now like I'm towing a paper towel behind the truck. Stupid crazy, easy to tow. It's way more than is necessary for this RV. But if you want to make life simpler, this would be it.